Good evening and welcome to the Eagles Nest at Eau Claire Memorial High School. Zaleski Sports presents girls high school basketball. Tonight, a non-conference matchup between the Stevens Point Panthers, 15-7 overall, and the Eau Claire Memorial Old A's, who come in tonight's matchup with the 19-3 overall record. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich, joined here at the Eagles Nest by Dave Sparger and Spargs. The Old A's winding down their regular season, just one more game after tonight. Seeds have already been set, so the Old A's know their path through the regional and maybe even looking ahead to the sectional. And there's a good chance they're going to see Stevens Point in a regional semifinal.
Yeah, with the Old A's getting the 4 seed and the Panthers getting that 5 seed, you're right, they could see each other the second round. So I guess, when you look at the Old A's and we talk about a reset, right? You've got to now put that conference season behind you, and it's time now to look forward to the playoffs. They've got to overcome a little bit of that heartbreak from Saturday. They were really hoping to be the conference champs and maybe get a higher seed because of that, but unfortunately things didn't go their way. So now it's like, all right, reset, let's get going here and turn the page. It's postseason time, and right now is a good time to get ready as they face a very good Stevens Point team.
Panthers are 10-1 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference, but talking to head coach Janelle McCarville before the game, she said that one of the goals for this year and then even down the road is to really kind of ramp up the non-conference portion of the schedule. And one of the things she's noticed is that the teams in the Valley don't like to get up and down the court. Well, that's kind of Memorial's MO. You always wonder, though, Sparks, when you have matchups like this and these teams know that they could very well meet in another week or so, how much do you hold back? How much do you kind of just say, look, we're not going to show you this tonight. We're going to save this for the matchup that's going to be in the postseason.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see what the Old A's want to come out in tonight. Do they go full court man, which is obviously what they're known for, that high pressure, up and down and get after it, create turnovers and run? Or does he want to work on his half-court set? He hasn't been real happy efficiently with their offense and defensive sets on a half-court. So he may just take a night to work on it and not show point. Hey, we can come after you full court and maybe save that. But we'll see what he does. We'll see what Stevens Point likes to do. They run multiple zones. They'll run man. So I would be surprised if they just come out and just run one zone against the Old A's tonight and just be happy with it.
Today's pregame show is brought to you by Asher Exteriors. Call Asher's for your free no-obligation estimate at 888-GO-ASHER or visit goasher.com. That is goasher.com. Get off the ladder and get gutter helmet with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Trust the experts on your most valuable asset, your home. Give them a call today at 888-GO-ASHER. The other part of that, Sparks, is if you're going to play a team, in 2 weeks, maybe you send the message now.
Yes,
you're going to have a hard.
Yeah.
That's the other flip side of that. So,
it'll be
but regardless,
to see.
It's a good matchup, and
it's all part of that coaching, isn't it?
Yeah,
Let's see what they come up with.
Right now at the Eagles Nest, our national anthem. Stevens Point wearing the black uniforms tonight. The white lettering, white numerals, the red and white trim. Eau Claire Memorial in the home whites. Purple lettering, purple numerals, and purple trim. Herrick and Hart Law Office. They have been on the side of the injured since 1951. Find them at eauclairlaw.com. Sparks, what are you looking for early on from these two teams?
Well, I guess the Old Ames just defensively, can they shut down that good freshman, that Jada Soybert? She is rocking this year with 19 points a game, and Adelia Nest is averaging 15. So for the Old Ames, can they contain those two right out of the gate, make things a little tough on them? And as far as Stevens Point, can they not turn the ball over? Something that the Old Ames are good at doing, is making people turn the ball over.
Weiler gets it inside to Josie. Couple opportunities, and Josie will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Ashlyn Schroeder picks up the personal foul for the Old Ames. A&W Peppermint Shakes are here. They are the ultimate refresh mint, available in regular and Oreo at your nearest A&W All-American food locations in Altoona, Cadott, Withee, and Spencer. Abby Josie at the line, 5'11 senior who averages just over 7 points per game. 1 of 2 from the line, and Stevens Point has a very early lead. Some backward pressure by the Panthers. Shaw over to Schroeder, who gets across. Trap comes. Pass tipped, taken away by Josie. Then a whistle and a foul.
Schroeder's going to pick up her second already with only 30 seconds into the game.
So that's 2 quick ones on Ashlyn Schroeder. She will head out, and Cora Graham, 5'9 sophomore, into the game for Memorial. Ellie Strong to throw it in. Up top, Strong gets in the lane, taken away by Raina Welsh.
See if the Old Ames can do something in transition here.
Palmier to Graham to Shaw. That three-pointer, no good. Graham back tap to Palmier. Palmier on the drive. Shaw in the corner. Out to Graham. Now they'll reset. Shaw gets the high pick. Goes to the glass. No. Raina Welsh. Rebound and the bucket.
Good job by Welsh following it up on the weak side. Old Ames will pick up full court.
Into the front court is Strong. Here's Soybert, leading scorer for the Panthers. They loop it inside. Lydia Johnson, no. Shaw the rebound on the push for the Ames. Rhea Shaw all the way to the glass. It's knocked out of bounds. The Ames will keep it.
Bob, I had to smile when you were talking about how Janelle McCarville, the head coach of Stevens Point, was talking about their conference. And I was like, do you think she knows a little bit about this game?
I would think so.
What a legend from Stevens Point, huh?
Welsh hits another bucket. Yeah, if you followed high school basketball, girls high school basketball in Wisconsin, yeah, Janelle McCarville. And in fact, it was the 2001 WIAA Girls State Basketball Tournament, Stevens Point versus Eau Claire Memorial, as Cora Graham going strong to the hoop. Yeah, Stevens Point, led by McCarville, versus Eau Claire Memorial in a state semifinal. SPASH won that one. Wound up taking second place to Janesville Parker, who was led by Misty Bass, another exceptionally good post player who went on to play collegiately at Duke. McCarville went on to play at Minnesota, where her number is retired. Drafted into the WNBA and had about an 8-year NBA career in total. Probably played about 12, 13 years of professional basketball, some overseas. So, yeah, an absolute legend in Wisconsin high school hoops. Although she did say with her current team, she's got to tell them to just kind of Google it every once in a while because they're like, what, you played?
Yeah, isn't that funny how quickly those youngsters can forget all those things? Well, probably that fact that she was playing when her parents were going through high school. That's the deal.
Yeah, right. Yeah. SPASH basketball down by 5. Johnson clears it up top. Here's Soybert, pull-up jumper, and that's good.
Yeah, her first good look. Good ball screen, stepped over the top, knocks it down. Pointers are really running a half-court trap here. You'll see Shaw dribble into that trap on that wing. That's what you want to avoid.
Well, and I think it's one way for SPASH to keep the Old Abes from just getting up and down and getting into that offense. Just try to push everything to the outside, not let them penetrate down the middle of the court.
Yeah, very true, right? Make the Old Abes think about how they're going to break that little half-court set to begin with.
Pede with the basketball. Jordan Pede. Nice
Great
dump
dish
down
off
to Meredith Adams for the bucket. Back to a 5-point lead for the Abes.
Something that Meredith Adams has done so much better late in the season here is actually finishing at the hoop. She does a great job of positioning, and now she's starting to finish.
Here's Josie on the wing. Bounce pass. Lydia Johnson for the finish. Good looking set there by the Panthers.
Yeah, they've had a couple of looks now, but just been able to finish at the hoop. So the Old Abes will have to do some fixing on that.
Graham almost threw it away. Pede on the penetration. Shaw will drive baseline, loops it into Meredith Adams, who goes glass for two more.
Finishing again. Great dish inside.
Meredith Adams averages just under 3.5 points per game, and she's already got 4. Getting some extra playing time, earlier playing time with Ashlyn Schroeder on the bench with 2 fouls. Here's Soybert. Loops it over to Nest. 3-pointer is good. Adalia Nest. SPASH kind of hanging around early on.
Yeah, Nest and Soybert getting their shots off.
Abes into the front court. Jordan Pede to the glass. No. Meredith Adams counted and the foul.
Like I said, she knows how to position herself. And now when she's able to finish, what a bonus for the Old Abes.
6 points off the bench for Meredith Adams.
Old Abes did a real nice job of breaking down that attack that time. They went to the corner, looked for that high post flash, and then the good drive and follow-up by Adams.
Adams gets the roll. Abes back up by 5.
Here comes their trap.
Nest loops it over to Josie, now into the front court. Here's Johnson. Bounce pass inside. Going off the glass for 2 is Lindsay Weiler. I was just going to say, I think we're getting close to the time where Coach Fanning wants a timeout to go over how to break this press. Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
The Rural Virtual Academy is an online tuition-free public school serving students pre-K through high school right here in Wisconsin. For more information, visit ruralvirtual.org. 3-point lead for the Old Abes. They've got the basketball. Shaw brings it across to Palmier. Palmier driving baseline. Wanted to get it out to Graham. Nearly saved by Soybert, but she stepped out of bounds. You can see that Soybert's got some skills.
Yeah, again, just a freshman, folks, and she is a player. It's the one person that Coach Fanning talked about in the pregame was how talented this freshman is.
Yeah, she's got some length to her and moves without the bell. Here's Palmier out of the corner. That 3 rims out. Here comes Josie the other way. Palmier getting back. Whistle, and they're going to get the foul on the Old Abes.
Yeah, Coach Fanning didn't like that when he thought the pressure from behind was going to tie up that ball. It seemed to be a little touchy down here because that's the Old Abes' 4th foul already.
Lydia Palmier picks up the personal foul. Johnson up top to Josie. Inside, Weiler. Contested by Welsh.
Yeah, blocked by Welsh that time. Good defense there.
Shaw to Palmier. Back to Shaw. They got Welsh posting up inside. Loop it in the far corner to Graham. Graham on the drive, blocked, but fouled.
Draws the foul there. Good drive. Good job using the left hand there on the attack.
Abby Josie picks up the personal foul. Marquardt Motors, your local Buick and GMC dealer, has the area's largest pre-owned and new vehicle inventory with new arrivals daily. View the inventory at marquardtmotors.com or stop in to talk to a friendly salaried sales consultant. Olivia Cooper into the game for Eau Claire Memorial. Welsh had it. Peed off the glass and good.
Good job by Welsh, just keeping it alive.
In that case, the missed free throw wasn't a negative for the Abes because they got the offensive rebound. Strong up top. Jacinta Zadroik is into the game. She's a 5'11 junior, wears number 12. For the Panthers. Far corner, here's Nest. Zadroik will pop from outside. That's good.
Coming off the bench and letting it fly from three. No hesitation there.
Panthers continue to hang around in this one. They're back within 3.
And they're playing man now. So, again, they're switching up their defenses. Got Welsh inside.
Welsh backing in. Won't get the roll.
Good look right there for the Old Abes, though.
Josie swings it to Soybert. Soybert operating on Pede. Tries to go with the left hand. It's no good. Here comes Pede. Cooper. Hand off Palmier. Right down the lane, off the glass. No, Welsh.
Can't get the one.
Will go to the line to shoot a pair. Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more for every room, every door, and every window. Place your trust in SOS Security. Eau Claire Memorial Boys Hockey playing tonight, and they had the 5 p.m. game at Hobbs Ice Center. And they were victorious 9-0 over the Northwest Icemen, the Barron Co-op. So Memorial moves on to play either Thursday or Friday against the winner of the Ashland Co-op versus Superior game. 1-2 for Welsh. Abes by 4. Panthers have the basketball. Zadroik to Nest. Guarded by Shaw. Up top to Strong. Soybert, pull-up jumper. That is good.
You know, Brad, something we haven't talked about was the fact that if Stevens Point gets by that first round and the Old Abes do, it'll be back here on this court. So what an advantage for Stevens Point to already have a game under their belt when they come back.
Yeah, and you know, they get a sense of the court, what the court's like, kind of what the background looks like. Here's Nest on the drive.
Good job.
Knocked out of bounds by Cooper.
Yeah,
she cut off the baseline, which is the key, which you always want to do there.
Yeah, she cut it off and then just walled up, didn't reach.
Adams, Palmier back in for the Old Abes. Strong to Nest in the corner. Nest looking to loop it inside. It's knocked away and stolen by Meredith Adams. Cooper ahead to Palmier.
Adams wide open underneath. They missed her.
Pede gets the high pick. Out to Palmier.
Palmier's going to go all the way. Nice drive. Good finish.
Lydia Palmier taking it to the hoop.
Yeah, I could just see that one kind of open up with that weave action on top.
Yeah, and with her, you got to respect the three-pointer, so you got to come out on her, but she's got a good first step. Soybert got another one.
Gosh. 3 for 3 from the floor tonight.
6 points for Soybert. She has been as advertised. And again, just a freshman. Palmier to Graham. Inside, Adams. Can she stay hot? That one won't drop, and they're going to get the foul on Meredith Adams. Kayla Beglinger in for the first time for Memorial. Rhea Shaw, one of the starters, back in for the Abes. Nice luxury for Coach Fanning to bring in somebody like Beglinger, who's a senior. Peed the near steal.
Gets a jump ball.
And the held ball. Possession arrow. Well,
should go to the Old Abes.
Well, did they switch it? Yes. They didn't switch it on the scoreboard, so yeah, it's Old Abes basketball. Beglinger to throw it in. Well, yeah, what was I saying about Beglinger? Here's a 5'11 senior. Doesn't average a ton of points, but a good energy player. She's been around the program a long time. And
yeah, she's not the offensive threat they're looking for. They're just looking for her in that great defense. And that's the thing about the Old Abes. They play solid defense whoever comes in.
Again, a kicked ball. This time they're going to move it to the sideline. 9 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the first half. Old Abes have the basketball and a 2-point lead over Stevens Point. Palmier to Shaw. Rhea Shaw on the drive. Out to Palmier.
Oh, and
had
out.
That one, rim out.
Had a good look. Good set right there for the Old Abes.
Now Stevens Point can tie or take the lead here. Ellie Strong on the drive. Took some steps.
And just when we were talking about Beglinger's defense, she creates that turnover right there.
Raina Welsh in for the Old Abes. HS Fence has been serving Wisconsin's commercial and residential fencing needs for the last 18 years. HS Fence specializing in chain link, vinyl, wood, and ornamental fencing.
SPASH back into that 1-3-1 half court.
Welsh down low to Peed, right through her hands. Soibert going for the step through. It's no good. She was challenged by Welsh.
Yeah, Welsh, great job just walling up, not reaching. Shaw end to end.
Beglinger up top. Palmier. Palmier on the drive. That time it got knocked away. Soibert now picked up by Shaw. Far side is Johnson. Here's Weiler. Looking for that backdoor cut. It was knocked away. Beglinger taken away by Soibert, who scores.
Well, tied up initially, but Soibert just ripped it away. She'll take the 2 points.
And we are back to even. First tie since the very beginning of the game. Inside Welsh, backing in. Off the glass, no. Rebound by Strong. Now Soibert. She likes that step back jumper. Soibert up to 10 points. SPASH leading by 2. Here's Palmier. She'll pop from distance. That's good.
Palmier with the answer from 3.
I'm going to pull out a coaching phrase, Spargs. Foot organization.
She had him set.
And what that means is you get your feet underneath you, and ideally you want it right about shoulder width. Three-pointer no good by SPASH, but an offensive rebound by Johnson, who puts it up and in.
Well, we talked in pregame a little bit about how Coach Fanny wanted to see better defensive efficiency and offensive efficiency in the half-court sets. He is not going to be happy with his defense on the half-court right now.
He's going to like that. Jordan Peet on a backdoor cut with the finish.
Yeah, but right now, the defensively on the half-court, they're just giving up too many good looks. And again, give SPASH credit for running a good offensive sets.
Yeah, a game like this in the latter part of the season will make for an easier scout. Soibert going baseline. Nest for 3, no good. Welsh corrals the rebound.
Yeah, nice job of Welsh just kind of tipping it to herself.
Palmier to Shaw. Peed. Wanting to get it to Palmier. It's going to be a tie-up, and it's going to be Panthers ball. You can get Culligan Water for just $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
At Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, whether you are a professional athlete, weekend warrior, or simply have an aching joint, rest assured that you will receive unsurpassed care delivered with compassion and respect. When you need it most, visit the sports medical experts at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Sparks, we got ourselves a good game here between Stevens Point and Eau Claire Memorial.
Well, no surprise, right? As we saw in the postseason rankings or for the postseason tournament, there are the 4 seed for Memorial and a 5 seed for Stevens Point. So very even, and right now it's a very even game at just 24-23.
Stop Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Nest gets it across to Abby Josie. Back to Adelia Nest. Here's Soybert. Up top, Josie for 3, and that is good.
I'll tell you what, Stevens Point's got to be shooting about 60% from the floor so far.
And they look really comfortable running their half-court sets. They've been getting good looks. Abe's working inside to Adams. It was blocked by Johnson. Now a tie-up.
Back to the old Abe's underneath.
Abe's basketball. Lorena Welsh will check back in for Memorial. She'll get Meredith Adams. Cora Graham to throw it in for the Abe's. Finds Palmier. Lydia Palmier on the drive.
What a reverse
layup for 2.
Great reverse layup going to the right hand on the far side.
Palmier up to 7 points. Katie Kornowski has checked in for Stevens Point. She wears number 21, a 5'8" sophomore guard. Here's Nest in the corner. Driving on Palmier, gets into the lane and gets the roll. Adelia Ness, the junior guard, is up to 5 points. Panthers lead by 2. Graham to Shaw. Lob to Welsh, contact, and a foul. That's going to go on Lydia Johnson. Good help side defense by Johnson, but just enough contact. The officials blew the whistle and called the foul. Raina Welch now at the line. She's got 5 points. Enjoy the benefits of business banking at Security Financial Bank with several options to fit your business. Learn more about business banking at sfbank.com.
Raina Welsh leads the old Abe's in free throw percentage at 67.
Yep, and you put the
2 for 4 tonight. Yep.
You put the announcer Hex right back on her. There have been times the Abe's free throw shooting has not been their forte, and it's interesting because this is a team that, all in all, is a good shooting team. Good recovery, and Abby Josie with the layup. Good delivery. The Panthers have that lead up to 3 points.
They are just running great offense right now. You know, the old Abe's average giving up 40 points a game for the season. Stevens Point's already at 30.
Graham throws one up. Nest the rebound. In the corner, Kornowski. They loop it inside. Weiler fouled from behind. 6th team foul on the Old Abes.
For Welsh, her second.
So Welsh checks out. Meredith Adams in. Jordan Pede also out. Olivia Cooper in for the Abes. So basically a 4-guard lineup now for Memorial, along with Meredith Adams. Adelia Ness to throw it in for, or check that, Soybert to throw it in for the Panthers. Up top, here's Kornowski. Soybert. Wanted that step back there. Shaw knocked it away. In the corner, Kornowski. Josie. Weiler on the drive, fires it into the corner. Soybert for 3, and that is good.
Continues to stay hot. Has not missed a shot yet tonight. She's up to 13, like you said.
Abes, with under 3 minutes to go, find themselves down by 6 on their home court. Cooper will launch from outside, and that three-pointer is good.
Big one right there from Cooper to stop the bleeding. What a great job coming off the bench and knocking one down.
First bucket for Cooper.
This is where it's got to start, though, Brad. It's got to start on this end.
Taken away by the Abes. Cooper to Shaw. Palmier will bring it up top. Cooper on the drive.
Draws the foul.
Foul will go on Katie Kornowski. Castle Insurance, based in Eau Claire, is your local independent insurance provider. For all your insurance needs, you can depend on Castle Insurance. 5th team foul on Stevens Point. Jordan Pede in for Memorial. Zadroik back in, Jacinta Zadroik. Cooper 0-2 from the line. Panthers ball up by 3. Weiler, far side. Kornowski wanted to go inside, but Adams took it away. Adams has given the Abes some really good minutes tonight.
Boy, she sure has. She's got a couple of steals now with playing that post defense.
Shaw up top to Pede. Now Palmier. Here's that step back three-pointer. It's a little long. Rebound Weiler. Soybert into the front court. Now Strong. Josie from outside. Reset for the Panthers. That three-pointer is no good. Weiler the rebound.
Yeah, that shot was so bad it was good for him.
So Meredith Adams picks up her second foul. And with 1:28, Lindsay Weiler, the 6-foot junior, to the line.
Foul is starting to add up now against the post players for the Old Abes. Welsh, Schroeder, and Adams all with 2.
Adelia Nest, Lydia Johnson back in for Stevens Point. Second attempt coming here for Weiler. She gives the Panthers a 4-point lead. We're under 1:30 to go, first half. Abes led early. Stevens Point took a 23-22 lead and has basically led from that point on. Palmier picking up the dribble, gets it to Adams. Inside, Jordan Pede trying
Good
to go up
through
for the bucket. She'll go to the line.
Yeah, real nice post move inside by Jordan Pede to draw the foul.
Foul on Lindsay Weiler, and that is her first. Panthers are already in the bonus. Next Stevens Point foul will put the Abes in the bonus. Cora Graham back in for Memorial. To a 2 at the line for Jordan Peed. It's a 2-point ball game. Stevens Point with the basketball in the lead. Nest is Zdroik. Here's Soybert. Weiler with it. Johnson on the perimeter. You get it to Nest. Nest gets the pick up high. Good move inside by Weiler. She can't finish. Abes can tie it with the 2. Graham finding some space down the lane.
Nice
Layup
drive.
good.
Nice job seeing Adams come across, kind of create that natural screen for her. And hard to the glass.
34 apiece. And a bank. Jacinta Zdroik.
Old A's will set for one here now with just 10 seconds to play.
Shaw into the front court. Handling to the far side. Time ticking down here. Shaw picks up the dribble. Graham wanted to get it inside. It's knocked out of bounds. We have 0.6 seconds remaining, so you got it barely enough time for a catch and shoot here.
Yeah, quick catch and shoot. Old Abe's not aware enough of the time right there. That shot should have gone up.
Peed wanted to get it inside. It wasn't enough time to do that. We have played one half. Your score, Stevens Point 36, Eau Claire Memorial 34. Sparks, your impressions of that first half?
Well, Stevens Point was just phenomenal in the half-court set. Had to shoot well over 60% from the floor. Old Abe's have got to tighten that up and create some turnovers, or else they're going to give up 70 tonight, which they haven't done all year. But, again, that's the biggest thing for me is the Old Abe defense is just allowing too many good looks and too high a percentage.
So we are at the half. We will take an extended break. When we return, we will have the second half of action right here. You are watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Blue Northern Distributing of Eau Claire, Wisconsin is a local family-owned business and has been distributing products in western Wisconsin for over 20 years. Our friendly truck drivers are extensively trained to be the best in the industry.
Because it's a really good family-oriented company.
Blue Northern distributes milk and dairy products to many schools and businesses. Right now, we are seeking qualified Class A truck drivers to join our fleet. Apply today at BlueNorthernDistributing.com.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA!
At Marquardt Motors, we want our customers to experience the highest possible level of satisfaction. That's why we offer the largest selection of new and used vehicles at the lowest possible price. It's why we offer Saturday service, and we have our own body shop on site. I'm Dave Marquardt. I invite you to come experience the personal service we've worked for 50 years to achieve and will continue to improve on for many years to come.
Today's game is brought to you by Apple Weight Loss. Chiropractic care is more than just making the pain disappear. It's about learning, understanding, and taking care of your body to improve your quality of life with Apple Weight Loss. Whether buying or selling, home, recreation, commercial, no matter your budget, find the listings at DonnellanOnline.com. Franson Bank and Trust has a team of experienced bankers that will provide a vast array of loan products tailored to your situation. Franson Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because the RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the #1 goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Blue Northern Distributing of Eau Claire, Wisconsin is a local family-owned business and has been distributing products in western Wisconsin for over 20 years. Our friendly truck drivers are extensively trained to be the best in the industry.
Because it's a really good family-oriented company.
Blue Northern distributes milk and dairy products to many schools and businesses. Right now, we are seeking qualified Class A truck drivers to join our fleet. Apply today at BlueNorthernDistributing.com.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at StaubCO.com.
We are back at the Eagles Nest, Eau Claire Memorial High School. Non-conference girls basketball, it's been a really good one. Stevens Point coming in with a record of 15-7, but the Panthers are 10-1 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference against the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes, who are 19-3 overall, 10-3 in the Big Rivers Conference. Memorial still ranked in the Zaleski Sports Division I statewide poll. They are the number 13 team, but it's SPASH leading the Old Abes 36-34 as we get set to start the second half of action. Bob Radovich, Dave Sparger with you. Spargs, in terms of adjustments, what do we expect from these teams here?
Well, the Old Abes just got to do a better job of recognizing when those cuts are coming off the ball. You know, right now they're kind of getting beat on the post-ups, you know, those sharp cuts inside, or they're getting those back screens and not getting through them. So the Old Abes just have to play a lot better, a lot more sound half-court defense. And again, on the offensive set, take what they give you. Don't force anything. Continue to look to attack and that kind of stuff. You know, when you get an opportunity and when you got the wide open three, knock it down. You know, and again, you've got to get Stevens Point uncomfortable in their offensive set. They are doing a tremendous job running their half-court offense. They have to be shooting, like I said before the half, they've got to be shooting in that mid-60 range from the floor. So again, they've just done an outstanding job as they've already got 36 points up there.
Ashlyn Schroeder back on the court for the Old Abes. She picked up 2 fouls in like 30-40 seconds to start the game and been sitting ever since. She should help defensively with her length and her athleticism.
Well, yeah, in rebounding, right? I mean, she does a lot. She does a lot with what she's got, and you know, and then lately, the last few games, she's been a lot more offensive-minded. So teams have had to guard her on that end too. So you're right; it's going to make a big difference if she can stay on the court and stay out of foul trouble.
Here's Jada Soybert, who led all scorers with 13 points in the first half. Lydia Johnson to Soybert. Picked up by Jordan Peed. Lindsay Weiler will launch from distance, and that's good. The hot shooting continues for the Panthers.
Yeah, 1 through 5, they all shoot the three. They've all stepped back and looked at it, and about every one of them's got one tonight.
Knocked out of bounds by Soybert. Abes will keep it. Schroeder to throw it in for Memorial. To Palmier, who is tied for the scoring lead with Meredith Adams on the Old Abe side. Here's Schroeder up top. Dribble handoff to Rhea Shaw. Shaw gets inside.
Oh,
nice
look.
feed. Raina Welsh.
Draw and dish. Exactly what Shaw did there.
Into the front court is Strong. Hassled by Palmier, but now the Panthers work it near side to Johnson. Dribble handoff. Soybert off the glass. No. Ball batted around. Welsh has it. Ahead to Jordan Peed. Peed ahead of the pack. A lot of contact. They play through. Out to Schroeder from distance. That rims out. Palmier has it. Peed. Shaw in the corner for three. It's no good.
Couple of good
Soibert
looks.
the rebound.
Yeah, Old A's pounding that offensive board to give himself some more looks. Just couldn't convert.
Soibert guarded by Schroeder. Johnson with it. Picks up the dribble. Here's Weiler. Josie. Driving baseline. They go far corner. Soibert, hands to Strong. Josie, tough shot. Abby Josie now has 8 points. The lead is 5 again for the Panthers. Palmier on the drive. Welsh has it. No. Welsh gets it back and
throws it to Coach.
She had a teammate there, but only one there on the Memorial side was Coach Brandon Fanning. Shaw will check out. Cora Graham is back in for the Old Abes.
I will tell you this, Rhea Shaw is struggling a little bit. I think she's got a cold going on. They've gave her a little bit of medicine at halftime. You can just see her coughing like crazy on the bench.
Knocked away, and Janelle McCarville gets the timeout. We'll step aside as well. You're watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
The Dahlman Insurance Agency provides business, home, auto, and farm insurance throughout the Chippewa Valley. Contact Eric Knutson in Elk Mound or Wayne Dahlman in Eau Claire. Dahlman Insurance. Come for the rates, stay for the service. Stevens Point will have the basketball in a 5-point lead over Eau Claire Memorial. Nest guarded by Palmier. Here's Johnson. Good battle inside between Weiler and Welsh. Soibert. Back to Johnson. Johnson lost the handle, scooped up by Nest. Soibert with it. SPASH going to reset here. Josie inside to Weiler, back to Josie. Weiler
You got some banging
really
going on.
battling. And a three-pointer. Jada Soibert. Sparks, I don't think she's missed
She's
tonight.
missed one. Yep, she's only missed one shot tonight. She's knocked down a couple of threes, and she's already up to 16 points.
8-point lead for the Panthers. And Cora Graham on the drive.
Good
gets
finish.
the finish. She's kind of willed that one into the bucket.
Coach Fanning decided to bring out the old run and jump here. Just misses the steal. The problem is
Soibert, three-pointer, that rims out, but an offensive rebound and a reset.
I'm guessing Soibert was too wide open for that one, huh, Bretto?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Another turnover for the Old Abes here.
Graham wanted to get it to Palmier, and
Over
somehow,
and back.
nope, next over and back.
Yes,
it was
it is.
a good effort by Nest to somehow get herself off the floor and keep dribbling the ball. The problem was she dribbled from the front court to the back court.
But the Old Abes came with that run and jump that time and should have had a turnover. And then all of a sudden they left them open for a couple of shots. But, you know, all of a sudden, again, Stevens Point rushed with their shooting there. So made them miss a couple there.
Rhea Shaw back in the game. She's got the basketball. Keep an eye on that. It's good eagle eye by you there, Sparks, to see that she was coughing on the bench. Graham, open look. Shaw, offensive rebound. Rhea Shaw
Good
goes
finish.
glass for two.
Yeah, I just think with Shaw tonight, it'll be one of those little quicker subs. Maybe she can go 2-3 minutes, then you got to sit her down, get some water, and then come back with her.
Out of bounds, and the Abes will get it back.
Abe starting to crank up the pressure a little bit here.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. Abe's basketball down by 4.
A lot of
contact in the back court, and it's a play-on situation. Abe's trying to get it back in the corner. Nest for 3. Seven-point lead for the Panthers. Knocked out of bounds by Josie. Abe's will keep it. Schroeder to throw it in for the Apes. To Meredith Adams. Contact and a foul.
Late foul call on that one.
Foul goes on Abby Josie, and that is her 3rd. Now's your chance to join the team at Blue Northern, hiring for drivers in Eau Claire and Sparta. Apply online today at BlueNorthernDistributing.com. Lydia Palmier in for the Abes. Rhea Shaw checking out. You called that one Sparks. It's probably short shifts, to use a hockey phrase, for Rhea Shaw, given the fact she's apparently battling a cold. 0 for 2 at the line for Meredith Adams. Soybert up top to Zadroik. Back to Soybert. Likes that mid-range jumper. That one won't fall. Rebound Adams. Schroeder on the push. Pede in the corner. Pede driving. Gets to the glass and scores. Jordan Pede up to 8 points. Zadroik for 3. That's no good. Palmier the rebound. Dribble handoff to Pede. Graham wanted to get it to Adams. It caroms over to Pede. Contact, play on. Pede won't get the roll. Nest fires it up court to Zadroik. Weiler thought about the 3. Here's Ellie Strong. Now Soybert. Adelia Nest. And we're going to get the foul as Weiler on that screen, yeah.
You know, when you set that screen, you can't go outside your body. Your feet and legs all have to stay in one straight line down. So when you go really wide and that guard has to wrap around those legs, they're going to call that an illegal screen.
Shaw and Welsh back in for the Abes. Memorial Ball down by 5. Plenty of time left in this one.
SPASH in there, 1-3-1 here.
Welsh, high post. Graham thought about the 3.
That's a kick ball.
I think it was more off the knee or the shin. But they wanted to get it to Welsh. There just wasn't a passing lane there. Ellie Strong. Zadroik will pop, and that three-pointer's good.
A 2, actually. She had a foot on the line. But just a curl and dropped it down. Nice curl move shot.
Zadroik is the Stevens Point equivalent of Olivia Cooper. Someone who's, you know, a good shooter from the perimeter. Welsh backing in. Clears some space, and they get her on the offensive foul.
And a little taunting going on here. Looks like we're going to get a little more serious about this. Saw this a little earlier as the SPASH knocked down a 3 and had something to say to the old Abe guard. And here now in the post move, Lindsay Weiler had something to say here to Welsh.
Yeah, those two have been battling
absolutely,
down
low.
Those
post-up moves.
Well, this should, if it comes to pass that these two meet in, you know, a little over a week, that'll ramp up the energy, I would think.
Absolutely.
Up top, here's Soybert. He's had an outstanding game. Here's Zadroik. On the baseline, Johnson. Lydia Johnson got in the air. Was able to get that over to Karnowski, who's Gets it knocked away by Schroeder. Panthers will keep it.
Good pressure on the ball right there by the Old Abe's. Couldn't quite get the turnover.
Meredith Adams will check in for Raina Welsh. Soibert to throw it in. Weiler. Kornowski. Picked up by Graham up top. Is it Droik? On the back cut, Soibert goes off her knee. Soibert gets it right back, blocked, but fouled by Shaw.
Yeah, we'll see if he calls body here and something on this one. Yep. That's your call. Anytime you realize that was a clean block, you just go with the old, it was too much body with that one, so that always bails you out on that call.
Olympic Flame Restaurant in Eau Claire since 1980. Uncle Lampros brought homemade family recipes from Greece, and the tradition continues today at Olympic Flame Restaurant, Eau Claire's best-kept secret, Olympic Flame Greek Restaurant on London Road. Jada Soibert up to 17 points now. Jordan Peed back in for the Old Abes. Soibert 2-2.
Lead grows to 9.
I haven't broken out the danger zone line yet, Sparks, but the Abes are getting close. Cora Graham won't get the finish, and a rebound pulled down by Weiler. SPASH a chance to make this a double-digit lead. Weiler, the kick out.
They missed a travel right there as Weiler was coming across.
Johnson guarded by Palmier, who nearly poked it away. Now Johnson with it. And there's another foul on Weiler, setting an illegal pick.
Yeah, she's leaning into that one. That time her feet were set, but as the ball came across, she kind of leaned into that screen. So they'll get her for another one. That's her third for the night.
So Weiler will check out, as will Johnson. Nest back in for Stevens Point. Subs in for the Abes as well. Welsh back in, as well as Jordan Peed. Abes down by 9 with 9 minutes to go, second half. Welsh backing in off the glass.
Old Abes need more of that finish tonight. She's had some good looks.
Well, that was good recognition that Weiler's out of the game, pounded inside to Raina Welsh.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a mismatch, and that's going to go the Old Abes way, but now it's just a matter of making sure you finish those good looks.
Nearly taken away by Peed. Soibert collects. Kornowski now. There's a Droik in the corner. Nest has it. Inside, Josie operating on Welsh. Finds Soibert, who gets the bucket.
Great cut. Shaw had turned her head, lost sight of where Soibert was, and she was just backdoor cutting that one.
Schroeder to Shaw. It was deflected by the Panthers. Once again, they have a chance to build a double-digit lead. Nest in the corner, Kornowski. Josie up top. Knocked away by Shaw, but they're going to get Rhea Shaw on the foul.
Well, the one I really like for Stevens Point is that Adelia Nest. She's just a junior, that point guard, but she really handles the basketball and runs their offense. She just does not turn it over.
Yeah, Nest and Soibert are the two exceptional ball handlers as far as backcourt players. And they have withstood some really solid defensive pressure by the Abes. Kind of a dangerous cross-court pass there. I don't think the Abes were really ready for that one. Here's Josie, picks up the dribble. From the perimeter, that three by Strong, no good. Reset now for SPASH. They go inside, out of bounds. Turnover. Soibert lost it off the knee. Lydia Johnson back in for Stevens Point. Raina Welsh back in for the Old Abes, who still trail by 9, now with 7:22 left. So I will say it, Sparks, danger zone time for the Abes.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Kind of now or never, and they turn it over.
Turnover.
Soibert to Nest. Oh, she'll pop from distance, and that's good.
Just the two we were talking about, right, Brado? Nest and Soibert combined right there for a wide open 3. That duo has been tough tonight.
Adelia Nest up to 11 points. We're under 7 minutes to go, and the Panthers lead the Old Abes by 12. Sparks, you talked about it in the pregame show. Can the Abes reset after that loss at Menominee? Welsh couldn't follow up the miss by Shaw. Ness, step back. A little heat check there, and that was well short. Ahead to Peach. She loses it.
She lost it off her own foot. Yeah, it's going to go to Stevens Point here.
Well, Stevens Point has the basketball, leading by 12. It was a 2-point SPASH lead at the break. They have continued their hot shooting here in the second. Abe's gone off to a decent start in the second half, but have really cooled off.
Yeah, I think the Old Abes had it cut down to 3. You know, and that started that second half, just kind of hung around there for a while, and then Stevens Point, like you said, just stayed hot, knocked down a couple threes, continue to run such a good offense. As we say that, that's one of their few turnovers in that half-court set.
Strong was expecting Josie to cut to the outside, and Josie cut to the basket. Under 6 minutes to go. It's a 12-point deficit. Well, Abes have the basketball, but time not on their side. Schroeder inside. Welsh off the glass. Count it, and the foul. Again, with Lindsay Weiler out of the game, the Abes have really tried to attack the post. Abby Josie has picked up her 4th foul. Weiler back in.
Yeah, as soon as that ball went through, Weiler was off the bench and checking in.
Weiler has 3 fouls, Josie with 4. They'll both remain in the ball game. Welsh gets the hometown roll there to complete the 3-point play. Now Meredith Adams in for the Old Abes, who are back within single digits. Steal by the Abes.
Maybe.
Adams then lost it. Brandon Fanning wanted a foul.
Yeah, that's one the Old Abes got to come up with. They did everything right.
Soibert counted, and the foul. My goodness.
Yeah, great move to the left side there. And P just put her hands on her as she went up, drew the foul.
Schroeder went out for the closeout, and as she was coming to a jump stop, Soibert, great first step to the hoop, and Schroeder was left flat-footed. Soibert solid at the line. She is up to 23 points.
Got to say it again, just a freshman.
Yeah, she's going to be a handful over the next few years.
Yeah, she's just going to get bigger and stronger. She's going to be a tough one to handle, no doubt.
Welsh will pop from distance. That's no good.
Yeah, that's not her shot. Kind of a forced one there. Old Abes still got 5 minutes to play, but kind of getting in that desperation mode.
Josie in the corner. Soibert over to Johnson. They go inside. Weiler walked with it.
Coach Fanning helping with that call. So he was looking for that one to be called a little sooner.
Under 5 minutes to go. Abes down by 12. Looking to rally on their home court. Shaw all the way to the glass. No good.
Too hard.
Weiler the rebound.
It's kind of how the Old Abes night's gone so far. They'll do some good things, get a nice look, and just not get it to fall. And Stevens Point has just been on fire from the perimeter.
You know, one thing the Panthers have done in this one, Sparks, they've controlled tempo.
Yeah, they've been fast when they want to be fast. Otherwise, they're just willing to run that half-court set.
Near travel there by Josie.
But again, Nest and Swibbert just take care of the basketball. Again, you've always got that guard to outlet too who can handle the pressure.
Ness now operating on Welsh. Bounce pass inside. Weiler clears it. Josie, three-pointer no good. Good box out by Pede. Ahead to Palmier. Cross court, Jordan Pede. Wide open lane to the hoop. Can't hit it. Held ball. Aves will keep the possession with 3:50 left.
Again, the old Aves with a great look. Schroeder on that skip pass. P had a great look just to drive it and lay it in and just happened to miss it.
Lydia Palmier had 7 points at the half. She has not scored in the second. And Shaw misses up from point-blank range. Schroeder!
On the reverse. Guess they had to make a harder one. Missed in 3 layups. Schroeder at least knocks down the reverse.
Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. You're watching Girls High School Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
An SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more information. 10-point game, Stevens Point with the basketball. Abe's applying some backcourt pressure. Soibert gets it across. Soibert, reverse layup, no! Ball batted around. Soibert tips it. A reset for the Panthers.
Yeah, good decision right there. But Soibert misses the reverse, but smart enough just to get that rebound and kick it back out and run some more time.
Each team 4 fouls here in the second half. We're getting close to that time where the Abes are going to have to start taking some chances defensively and try to put these Panthers at the free throw line. Here's Lydia Johnson. And she gets fouled with 3:04 left. Foul goes on Jordan Pede, and that is her second. Raina Welsh back in for the Old Abes.
Still another foul to give here.
Inbounds to Nest. Spash really not a hurry. And a takeaway by Palmier. And then she gets it knocked away from behind. Great defense that time by Soibert. And another possession for the Panthers.
Fanning looking for a 5 count, but they hadn't even started the count there.
And Janelle McCarville will take the timeout. We'll step aside as well. You are watching Girls High School Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
We are back at the Eagles Nest, Eau Claire Memorial High School. Stevens Point leading Eau Claire Memorial 59-49. We have 2 minutes, 36 seconds remaining in this non-conference matchup, but it is a possible playoff preview Girls basketball postseason begins Friday, February 23rd. Eau Claire Memorial is the 4 seed in the bracket. They will get a home game with number 13 Oshkosh North. Same night, Stevens Point, the 5 seed, will host Wausau West. So if the Panthers win and the Old Abe's win, they'll be right back here on Saturday, February 24th. And that will be a regional final matchup. A lot more riding on the outcome of that one, obviously, but this one, you never know if this will set a tone for what's to come later. But an impressive performance by Stevens Point. Lob inside goes to Weiler. Backing in on Paul Meir, and Paul Meir fouls Weiler, and that should be a shooting foul to put Weiler at the line.
Yeah, Paul Meir outmatched there on that little post up. She was trying to be physical with her, but as soon as Weiler made that move, she just reached and acted and going to make her earn it at the line.
Getting set to check in is Ellie Strong, and she'll get the free throw shooter Weiler if Weiler is able to drop this one in. Oh, a 2, so you have to call that a good foul. Paul Meir ahead to P, layup good.
There's a quick bucket for the Old Abes. And they'll pick up full court again.
Just over 2 minutes to go. Nest has it in the backcourt.
Got to get it out of Nest's hands. She is the ball handler.
Here comes
And
the
there's
trap,
the turnover.
knocked away. Paul Meir.
Schroeder,
no.
Foul, doesn't get the call.
Spash gets it to Soyberg.
I like that double team on Nest. She is a little shorter. She's only 5'5". It is hard to throw out of that double team.
Abes need the ball back. Spash doing a good job running time off the clock.
Yeah, that's all they're going to do here. They're going to just simply spread this out, run the clock.
Near steal by P. Did it go off Johnson? The officials say it did not. So now Ellie Strong will enter in place of Lindsay Weiler with the minute 32 on the clock.
Yeah,
8-point margin.
Spash going with 4 guards now to help again with that, over that spread, trying to run the clock a little bit.
Nest guarded by Paul Meir. Next foul by the Abes will put Spash in the bonus.
He's going to get a 5 call. Yep, there's your 5 seconds. Nest just kind of dribbling out there on the perimeter, and Paul Meir in close enough distance.
So the door is still open for the Old Abes, who trail by 8 and a minute 22 left.
Got to have points on this trip, though.
Rhea Shaw to Ashlyn Schroeder. Lob. Raina Welsh blocked from behind. Scramble for the basketball.
Say on the ground, but it's going to be a foul on Stevens Point, so the Old Abes will keep it.
Minute 11 left. 5 team fouls on the Panthers. Foul assessed on Soybert, and that's only her first. Schroeder to Welsh, off the glass, counted in the foul! Raina Welsh, big bucket there. She's got 15 points on the night.
Big here is for Welsh to make this free throw so the Old Abes can set up that press. They've been successful when they have double-team Nest.
Margin is down to 5. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. Stick around for the exciting conclusion of this one. You're watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA.
We're back at the Eagles' Nest. A 3-point play by Raina Welsh has gotten Eau Claire Memorial within 5 points of Stevens Point, 59-54, 109 left, second half. Bob Radovich, Dave Sparger, and we've been entertained tonight, Sparks.
Yeah, absolutely. Stevens Point has come over here and just done a tremendous job with their offensive sets. Boy, they've run their half court and just run excellent cuts and had some good looks, and they've knocked down the shots tonight. That's why they've basically got almost 60 points on the board so far.
In that young backcourt, the junior Adelia Ness, she's got 11. The freshman Jada Soibert has 23.
Well, absolutely. It's been those two all the way for Stevens Point. That's made the difference.
Abby Josie to throw it in. Gets it to Soibert.
Here comes the double team. Right where they want it.
They trap her along the sideline. Paul Meir,
ball,
the near
timeout.
steal, and they give
a
the timeout
here.
They give the timeout to Janelle McCarville
Coach
and the
Fanning
SPASH
can't
Panthers.
believe it. He was like, she
1
did not
minute.
have control. The ball was on the floor.
1 minute remaining. It's a 30-second timeout. You know what? We'll just keep it here at the 30-second timeout. We get a minute to go in the second half. Sparks, boy, I tell you, Ames is so close to turning over the Panthers there.
Well, I tell you what, if that was the right call, then give Coach McCarville a lot of credit right there, right? She called that timeout, knew her teammate or her team was in trouble with that trap right in that corner. That's exactly where the Old A's want to trap you in that, run and jump is once you cross half court, you pick up, you are in trouble. And the Old A's had it set. The ball was on the floor and loose, but Coach McCarville gets that timeout. And they've got now one left remaining with 1 minute to go.
Abe's trying to win their 20th game of the season. And that would eclipse last year's win total when the Abes finished 19-7. Last year, Stevens Point finished 18-8. Right now, their record sits at 15-7, but this would be a big win for SPASH, especially heading into the postseason. Soibert in the backcourt. Shaw on her. Here comes the double team. Soibert picks up the dribble. Out to Josie. I think that's the player the Abes want to foul, and they do. 47.1 remaining on the clock.
That was interesting. I really didn't really seem like much of a foul there, but like you said, the bench was yelling to go ahead and foul her, so I think the official just gave it to him.
So here's Abby Josie, 8 points on the night.
Coach Fanning going to try to ice her.
Full timeout. Now we'll step aside. You're watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
At Marquardt Motors, we want our customers to experience the highest possible level of satisfaction. That's why we offer the largest selection of new and used vehicles at the lowest possible price. It's why we offer Saturday service, and we have our own body shop on site. I'm Dave Marquardt. I invite you to come experience the personal service we worked for 50 years to achieve and will continue to improve on for many years to come.
Today's game is brought to you by Apple Weight Loss. Chiropractic care is more than just making the pain disappear. It's about learning, understanding, and taking care of your body to improve your quality of life with Apple Weight Loss. Whether buying or selling, home, recreation, commercial, no matter your budget, find the listings at DonnellanOnline.com. Franson Bank and Trust has a team of experienced bankers that will provide a vast array of loan products tailored to your situation. Franson Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Here's the situation, 47.1 seconds remaining in the second half. Stevens Point leading Eau Claire Memorial, 59-54. The Panthers, Abby Josie at the free throw line. Shooting the 1-and-1. Big free throw by Josie.
This one's the big one. This will make it a 3-possession game right here. Steps
Two
up.
clutch free
Yep.
throws,
Steps
Abby
up, knocks
Josie.
it down.
Time ticking away on the Old Abes. Shaw up top. Paul Meir driving to the hoop. Doesn't get the roll. And a rebound, Soibert. Foul in the backcourt. It's committed by Raina Shaw. She fouls Ellie Strong. We'll head to the other way.
Yeah, that one actually to Raina Welsh that time. So Welsh is fourth.
So Ellie Strong, the sophomore.
Still the bonus.
Her first point of the basketball game comes at a very crucial time.
Yeah, good job right here by Stevens Point, knocking down free throws late in the contest.
7 of 8 from the line in the second half, make it 7 of 9. Palmier will pop from outside. That's off, deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Pede. Stevens Point basketball. The Panthers, their fans are starting to make some noise.
Yeah, they're feeling good now. Up 8, 20 seconds to go.
Josie over to Nest. Ahead, they're going to get a layup. And Ellie Strong will put it in, and that should salt it away for Stevens Point, which leads by 10. The Abes turn it over. And Stevens Point is going to leave the Eagles' nest with an impressive win on the road at Eau Claire Memorial.
Yeah, making a statement coming that playoff run. Again, folks, Stevens Point now has won 10 out of their last 11 contests.
Soybert with 23 points. Nest has 11. Josie wound up with 10. For the Abes, Jordan Pede had 10. Welsh, 16. Palmier, 7, but Palmier did not score in the second half. With the win, Stevens Point is now 16-7 overall. Eau Claire Memorial drops to 19-4. Next up for the Old Abes will be a Friday night game here at the Eagles' Nest versus Chippewa Falls. You can watch that one right here on Zaleski Sports. Stevens Point will have a home game Thursday against Wisconsin Rapids. Spargs, we speculated a little bit at the beginning about would teams basically show their hand, knowing that they could meet in 10 days or thereabouts, or would they hold something back? I guess we'd have to ask the coaches and see if we get a straight answer there.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. I do like the fact that the Old Abes came out and did that little run and jump on them, and they could tell it can be effective against them, especially when Adelaide Nest gets the basketball. She's a great ball handler. Don't get me wrong, but she is only 5'5", so when you can set that trap on her, it is very difficult for her to get over the top or around that. So again, I think that's something the Old Abes will look at in the film and try to strategize come that postseason if they meet up again. And boy, again, Swiber just so strong. That freshman was on fire tonight as she got 23 and only missed maybe 2 shots all night. I guess if you're the Old Abes, you just hope they come over here again. They aren't that well from the floor, probably 60% from the floor. And the Old Abes, again, struggled a little bit offensively, missing quite a few layups and open looks that they had.
Yeah, and that's a little uncharacteristic for the Abes. And, you could wonder, are they pressing? Were they, knowing that they might be seeing the Stevens Point team down the road? Again, maybe you're trying to send that message. Whatever the case, Abes missed a lot of shots inside that they normally make. And it all adds up. But credit to Stevens Point for coming over here with a solid game plan, and they come away with the win. So I think it just ratchets things up for a couple weeks if and when these two teams meet in a regional final.
Yeah, another good wake-up call right there for the Old Abes as we watch them get ready now for the postseason. So they'll try to bounce back against Chi High on Friday, and then it's all or nothing when you hit the road, get to host that first game. So it'll be important for the Old Abes to try to get things clicking down the road here.
Coming up next, the postgame show brought to you by Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Rely on the experience of our sports medicine team when you experience any sports-related injury or issue. You can count on prompt, proper diagnosis and customized treatment plan to meet your goals. Their orthopedic surgeons and our athletic trainers serve your athlete in Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, in western Wisconsin. That's coming up next. You have been watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Hip impingement and hip labral tears are common causes of hip and groin pain and are often the result of repetitive use from crouching sports or trauma. Today, we are visiting Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Dr. Carlson, a partner with Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, is in the forefront of using a newer procedure called hip arthroscopy, which allows minimally invasive access to a joint and treatments to problems never addressed before. Using hip arthroscopy, Dr. Carlson is able to repair tissue without dislocating the hip and without replacing it.
Hip arthroscopy is where a surgeon takes a camera on the end of a long wand, which we call a scope, and through a small poke hole incision in your skin, delivers that scope into a joint. In this particular case, we're talking about hip arthroscopy, where that scope would be put in the hip joint. The hip joint first has to be dislocated or the ball and socket pulled apart. When that's pulled apart, we can access the joint and look around and do the work we're talking about doing. Once inside the joint, through other portals, we call them, those poke holes that we use to access the joint, we can use other instruments, again on the end of a long wand, to perform the work inside the joint. Things like repairing the cartilage rim of the socket, called the labrum, fixing cartilage defects or problems on the head of the ball or the lining of the socket, repairing tissue around the hip, such as ligaments or capsule, repairing tendons that attach to the hip, or releasing them if need be, depending on the particular problem.
Dr. Carlson's goal is to eliminate the segment of untreated patients or patients with delayed treatment who have curable hip pathology, educating potential patients and their providers that these symptoms are not things they need to live with, or that they are not from their back or groin pulls or early arthritis. Few orthopedic surgeons are operating on hips through a scope because it is a newer and technically difficult surgery. Therefore, certain diagnoses may be missed by physicians not familiar with these newer treatment options.
Patients I see with hip joint pain that can be fixed and not just replaced can range from their mid-teens or younger teens to 50, 60 years old. In the past, patients who had labral tears in their hip were told that they may have some they may be told that they were just prone to frequent groin pulls in the sport of their choice. And taking some time away from their sport, they may sometimes be able to return to the sport with just continued pain. And fortunately now, with our knowledge of the concept of labral tears and our ability to treat that problem, we can take people who are otherwise just waiting 20 years to undergo a hip replacement, or just feeling that they can't ever participate in that activity because they'll just keep getting groin pulls. We can take that person, we can make them better, we can fix their problem, we can bring them back to their sport, and allow them to continue to develop as an athlete or as a worker or whatever particular activity they're trying to do where that hip was affecting them.
Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been committed to the healthcare needs of patients in western Wisconsin for over 45 years. Their success and reputation as an outstanding orthopedic clinic can be attributed to the teamwork of their friendly, knowledgeable physicians and staff.
Here at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we have 12 partners: orthopedics, neurosurgery, non-operative spine, and foot and ankle. We really pride ourselves in listening closely to the patients and hearing what they're saying, spending a lot of time engaging in the conversation of what is really bothering that person.
After meeting with the patient, Dr. Carlson determined that his difficulties had all been related to painful hip impingement.
It was incredibly important for me to be with a doctor that understood sports and athletics and kind of just how I wanted to continue that lifestyle instead of just kind of shutting it down. So meeting with someone like Dr. Carlson was incredibly
during the
important
game,
to me
I'm getting
because he
texts both from
understood
Brian
how I
Cross
still
and Kyle
wanted to be
McCorse.
active after the surgery and still wanted to maintain my daily life.
All right, welcome back to the Eagles Nest Eau Claire Memorial High School. Stevens Point, an impressive win tonight against Eau Claire Memorial, 64-54. Panthers head coach Janelle McCarville joining me now. We were just talking off camera. You have a good shooting team, and you showed it tonight. Just tell me about what your guys did well to get those looks from the perimeter and how well your kids did by knocking those down.
First off, Eau Claire is a tough team. You know, we came in with the focus of we had to execute, and we had to execute at a high level. Getting to our spots on the perimeter, shooting open shots, even contested shots. Girls knock down, big ones, and there's things we work on. We try not to play outside of ourselves, play to the best of our abilities at what we do, and play, at a high level.
It was a close game at the half. What did you do the first part of that second half? To me, that was the key of the game. When you kind of built that double-digit lead, what was going well for you guys?
We just talked about stopping a score, not getting too far ahead.
Down the stretch, they made their run, but you guys hit some key free throws, took care of the basketball. How can that help you guys going forward?
Close games like this is going to build character for us. We are a young team. I think I'm starting a freshman 2 sophomores, 1 junior, and 1 senior. So, you know, the youth is there, and they haven't been in these games so much. So we need these games to prepare us for what's down the road this year and years to come for us.
You got 1 regular season game left. What's going to be important in that one?
Just getting a dub. You know, being smart, being healthy, executing. If we execute and play our game, we should play a pretty solid Rapids team, and already beat them once this year. So understand what they want to do and what to take away from.
Janelle, best of luck to you and the Panthers going forward.
Thank you very much.
Good
Happy
to see
be
you
here.
again, too,
Yeah,
by
you
the
too.
way.
Thank you.
All right, so we have Adelia Nest and Jada Stoiber joining us. Congratulations on the win. I was just talking to Coach McCarville about that beginning part of the second half. I mean, you're up 2 at the break, but then you kind of stretched that lead out. What was working well for you guys?
I think our defense kind of helped us keep our lead, and then just our offense being relaxed and moving the ball and getting the open shots.
Were you guys a little extra motivated knowing that you might be right back here in a week or so to play these guys in a tournament game?
I mean, it's just another win. I mean, we'll go 2-0 then.
You guys, you know, you started the season with 4 losses, but now you've won, I think it's 9 of 10 or something like that. What changed for you guys?
I think since we're a young team, it just kind of took a little bit to get us going. But I think we have great team chemistry right now, and I think we're going to continue that throughout the rest of the season.
And I got to ask you about playing for Coach McCarville. I'm old enough to remember her playing in the high school state tournament. In fact, I think I called one of her games. I mean, she's is one of the best ever in the state of Wisconsin. How fortunate do you guys feel to have her knowledge and her experience as your coach?
I mean, it's just, you know, it's great.
Did she bust out any of the old video or any of the old stuff to show you guys? All right, here's how I did.
No, not really, but she's a really good coach and helps explain a lot of new things
practice,
for us.
you see a lot of stuff, you know, that just she did and explaining that and everything.
Yeah, it's just so cool to see her giving back to the game and that's awesome. That's a great advantage for you guys. You're in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House now, so do you know how that works? You say your name, and then we're in the house. I thought I did. Yes, I did.
She left it for you.
I said Adelia. Okay, so here, I'm just going to hand you this.
Okay.
You know the drill. You're from Central Wisconsin.
Okay.
I'm going to go stand over here.
Okay.
Look up at Logan as soon as he gives you the thumbs up.
And then you give it.
Okay. I'm Jada Stoiber, and I'm in the house.
I'm Adelia Nest, and I'm in the house.
Okay, that'll work.
Well, I thought we were going to go like, I'm Adelia Nest, I'm Jada Sport, we're in the house.
We're in the house.
We should say that.
Redo
Redo. I am in the nest. I took over this nest.
Okay, you go.
Okay, no, you go first. Yeah, you first.
I'm Jada Stoiber.
And I'm Adelia Nest, and we're in the house.
How did I miss Nest being in the Eagles' nest? How did I miss that?
I took it over, too.
You did? Okay. Well, there you go. All right. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you guys maybe back here in a couple of weeks. Best of luck to you Thursday against Wisconsin Rapids.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Dave Sparger and I will be back here Thursday night when the Eau Claire Memorial boys play Menominee, and then on Friday, back here in the Eagles' Nest again, the Eau Claire Memorial girls will play Chippewa Falls. For Dave Sparger, I'm Bob Bradovich saying good night from the Eagles' Nest at Eau Claire Memorial High School.